All right, today we're jumping into one of the most iconic moments of struggle and perseverance from the very beginning of Famyantutian. We're talking about the brutal entrance exam known as the Trial of Ling Kut Nai. So it all kicks off with this incredibly simple but monumental challenge. It's laid out for a bunch of hopeful kids, including, of course, our main character, Han Lop. The rules couldn't be clearer. Get to the peak by noon, and you're in. If you don't, well, your dream's over before it even starts. But here's the thing. This is way more than just a race. It's a meticulously designed filter. It's meant to test not just your body, but your mind and your spirit too. It's designed to find the ones who truly have what it takes. So the whole trial is split into 3 parts, and yeah, they just get harder and harder. It kicks off with what looks like a simple path through a forest, then it shifts to a rough, rocky slope, and it all ends with a ridiculously treacherous cliff face. Each part is basically designed to just grind you down, piece by piece, before you even see the final challenge. Now, from our guy Han Lop's point of view, this whole thing seems tough, but, doable. And you got to appreciate his motivation here. He's not thinking about becoming some immortal powerhouse. Not yet, anyway. It's simpler. It's just, don't fall behind the other kids. Don't be the one left in the dust. So let's see how this thing really ramps up. That first stage, the bamboo forest, well, that's where you realize pretty quick that this test is a total head fake. It's designed to trick you. Yeah, what looked like a gentle walk in the park from down below turns into an absolute nightmare almost immediately. The slope is way steeper than it looked, and soon enough, Han Lop is literally having to use the bamboo stalks to haul himself up, burning through his energy way too fast. And this right here is such a powerful image. You've got Han Lop completely wrecked, gasping for air, and then there's the sect disciple watching him. The senior brother is standing there, perfectly still, without a single bead of sweat. It's this perfect, silent picture of the massive gap between where Han Lop is and where he wants to be. And the physical toll just gets brutal. Once he's out of the forest and onto the rocky slope, the ground itself feels like it's fighting him. He's forced to crawl, and the sharp stones are just shredding his clothes and his skin. It's just this constant, nagging pain on top of the bone-deep exhaustion. Of course, it's not just the mountain that's the problem. There's always that guy, right? The rival. The one who makes the competition personal. Meet Vu Nyam. He's basically the star athlete of the group. He's a bit older, bigger, and he's actually had martial arts training. He's not just in the race, he's absolutely crushing it, leaving everyone else miles behind. And then he does this. In a moment of just pure arrogance. It's not enough for him to win. He has to turn around and mock everyone still struggling. He's basically kicking them when they're down, adding a little psychological torture to their physical misery. Okay, so this brings us to the grand finale, the last and by far the hardest part of this whole ordeal. This is the breaking point for most people. After that awful slope, you look up and, wow, it's just a sheer cliff, a wall of stone 100 meters straight up. And your only way to the top? These giant thick ropes just dangling there. No pressure or anything. And the clock is ticking, loudly. By the time Han Lop even drags himself to the bottom of this thing, he's got less than an hour until the deadline. The sun's almost at its peak and his body is just about at its limit. And it's right here at the foot of the very last obstacle, with the finish line so close he could almost taste it, that his body just says, nope, we're done. It's like everything just hits him at once. All the pain, the exhaustion, the cuts. It's a total system failure. His limbs won't listen, his hands are shaking too badly to get a grip. He's just clinging on for dear life, completely and totally out of gas. And in that moment of just utter hopelessness, when he's ready to give up, his mind flashes back to his family. He remembers what they told him, how much this all meant to them. It's just this tiny little spark, but you know what? It's something. He looks over and he sees another kid in the exact same state. Completely broken. I mean, let's be real, every single sign is pointing to failure. His body is shot, the clock is almost at 0. The game, for all intents and purposes, is over. But here's the twist. Maybe the test was never really about getting to the top. Maybe the real test, the one that truly counts, starts right at the moment your body quits on you. And this is the crucial moment, the big shift. He understands, logically that he's failed. He's not going to make it in time. But there's a huge difference between failing and quitting, right? He accepts the failure, but he refuses to just stop. So in this incredible act of just pure willpower, he forces his body to move. He starts dragging himself towards that rope. Not because he thinks he can win. He knows he can't. He's doing it simply so he can say he didn't give up. He's choosing to fail while still moving forward. And that really leaves you wondering, doesn't it? In a test that's all about strength, what does it really mean to win? Maybe it has nothing to do with crossing the finish line first or even crossing it at all. Maybe true victory is just choosing to take that one last, agonizing step when you know you've already lost and you have absolutely nothing left in the tank.